Every week, my friends and I get together and we do a group workout. We come up with a new set of exercises to do every week, so it's always fresh. And last Friday, we were doing pull-ups as one of the exercises. And one of my friends said, I can't do pull-ups. He said he could never do pull-ups. It got me thinking, I have struggled with doing pull-ups at times as well. I can do pull-ups now. I can do more pull-ups now than I have ever been able to do. And when I look at why I can do pull-ups, it's because I practiced doing pull-ups. Sometimes when you can't do a whole pull-up, you just have to do a part of the pull-up. So maybe you jump up and then you let yourself down slowly, or maybe you do an assisted one or whatever. But the person that says I can't do pull-ups and then doesn't go and do pull-ups is never going to be able to do pull-ups. And so what we had to encourage everyone that couldn't do the pull-ups to do was to do as much of a pull-up as you could do. And by incrementally getting more of a pull-up done, you get closer to doing an actual pull-up. Sometimes in life, you can't do it all at once. You start from somewhere. And the mistake that a lot of us fall into when it comes to our dreams or our aspirations is we're not willing to be patient and to put in the effort to achieve the things that we want to achieve. The overnight success that we all look at or hope for comes as a result of doing little bits here and there. When we first set out to achieve our goals, the beginning stages are really ugly and it doesn't feel good at all. Like, it doesn't feel good to not be able to do a pull-up. It doesn't feel good to make videos, put them on the internet and have nobody watch them. It doesn't feel good to offer a service and have nobody want to purchase it or a product. The beginning stages are ugly. They're painful. I always felt useless when I couldn't do a pull-up. Like, the very motion and the struggle that I would experience was awful. I can now do a pull-up and I feel so strong and powerful and stoked on how I've been able to, cultivate the strength, cultivate the skill of the pull-up. And it's the same with other things in life, like making videos. I've slowly gotten better and better at speaking, at the production value, at reaching people, at connecting with people. But at the early stages of my content creation journey, a lot of it was really unattractive looking, and people didn't tune in and watch. In terms of my career, it wasn't particularly profitable. I wasn't really sustaining myself. But after years and years and many projects, I've gotten to a point where I actually feel confident in my abilities. I know some people are just naturally gifted at a lot of things. Some people are just strong without having to put in much effort. Some people just seem to have an easier way of going about doing things, or so it seems. But really, we can look at other people and compare ourselves, and I don't see it being that useful. I think more often than not, comparison is used as a justification for not doing things. I could look at someone and say, oh, well, he's that strong because he's got better genes or whatever. And maybe he does have better genes, but that doesn't really matter because I'm living my life and I have to work with what I've got. And looking around at everybody is a trap that we all fall into from time to time. But my life is ultimately composed of the things that I choose to do, and the results that I get in my life are based on the different things that I've given out into life. If something's not how I want it to be, then I have the opportunity to make adjustments and to make changes. If I want to get stronger, I can get stronger by conditioning my body to do so. If I want to run further, I need to start running further, and I need to push into this discomfort. Eventually, what was once uncomfortable becomes comfortable. That's when it's time to find more discomfort. Because if you're comfortable all the time, if you just say, I can't do pull-ups and then never try to do them, well, how are you ever going to do a pull-up? How are you ever going to achieve anything if the moment you realize you can't achieve it in this moment, you just stop pursuing it? You are the sum of all of the things that you do, think, and be around. You just need to look at yourself now to realize that you can manifest things and you can create things. Literally, look at your life now. Look at what's around you. Look at the thoughts that you're having. Look at yourself and the people in your life. The things that you've done up until this point have created this environment. however they are, whether you like them or not. And yeah, there's lots of factors that, you know, are outside of control, like where you come from, where you're born, people that are in your life, family and stuff like this. I'm aware that life's not fair and all of that stuff. But here you are, you're watching a video, conscious of the fact that you can do things. My question to you is, what do you want in life that you don't have right now? What do you dream of? What do you think is going to be the next thing for you to conquer? What is it that you think you want in your life? Like, what is your dream life? And I'm not saying that if you get your dream life, or if you get to do the pull-up, that you're going to be happy. You're not. You're definitely not. Because life is always going to have the ups and downs, regardless of what the external situations are. But we do have the power to influence what goes on in our lives. No matter how many happy things you have going on, it still doesn't mean sadness isn't going to come in too. I found that for me, the best way to find, you know, peace and excitement and fulfillment in my life as often as possible is to identify the things that bring me joy, bring me peace, bring me confidence, whatever it is. And for me, that's community. So working out with my friends. I also like the exercise because I like how it feels. I like to know that I'm taking care of my body. I love rock climbing because it just feels amazing to climb things, to overcome challenges, and I just get lost in the gym for 2-3 hours and everything is just like focused on that wall. Running is great because, as I say, it's hard to feel bad about yourself after running 30 plus kilometers. Creating videos, music, things like this that other people can connect with and tune into, and I love how sometimes people get value out of it. People smile, people feel something, people are inspired. I love hearing from you. Leave a comment and let me know if this was any use to you, and share a thought. What is this all evoked from you? Like, how is this relatable in some way for you in your life? Tell me, what is the thing that you think you can't do, and upon hearing, you know, some of what I've shared here, you actually see that maybe there is a way. Like, what's your metaphorical pull-up? The thing that you say you can't do, but actually you could do it to some variation. Not saying you could do it tomorrow, but what can you do? Like, if I wanted to start a YouTube channel and I had no idea how to make videos or talk or any of this stuff, the first thing I would do is I would take out my phone and I would put it up against a book or something like that so that I can, you know, have it steady while I'm talking, and then I would just sit and talk to it. And maybe it wouldn't turn out right. Like, maybe I wouldn't be happy with it. But that's practicing. Part of being a successful content creator is talking to a camera. So if you're doing that, you're doing more than most people. And that's you strengthening the muscles, the skill that is required to be a content creator, or to, you know, share your ideas, whatever it is that you want to do. I like to go swimming every day because for me, it brings a little bit of peace and tranquility, just being in the cold water and having my tea afterwards. It just feels good. I dot my day with things that I like doing. And yeah, I still experience discomfort and all of those things, but that's going to happen anyway. So I may as well take control and do the things that I know bring me peace and fulfillment. Otherwise, I'm just allowing my limitations to dictate how I experience the world. And that means I'm not using any of my willpower. You're not here to float around and be told what to do, and, you know, the moment you hit a roadblock, you stop. Of course, some roadblocks, they're there for a reason. You might fall off a cliff. But so many of the roadblocks that we perceive are just self-imposed. We're just not willing to find a different way. We're not willing to embrace the suck, to embrace the embarrassment of lifting the smallest weight in the gym, or doing like the easiest boulder problem in the climbing gym. You're never going to get great at anything if you don't master the fundamental basics. Of course you're going to suck at everything. Nobody looks at a baby and says, oh, what a stupid baby, they can't walk, they can't talk. But then sure enough, the baby walks, the The baby learns to talk, but that happens over many years. It takes practice, it takes time, it takes patience. If you enjoyed any of what you heard here, you might enjoy the free newsletter community. Click the link below to sign up for that. Also, if you're interested in creative mentorship, I offer one-on-one coaching. So there's also a link down in the description to book a one-on-one call with me, and we can talk about what your goals are and how maybe I can help you achieve those. Wishing you a beautiful day. Take care of yourself.